All right, here we are. Man of the hour,
Yep.
Henrik Rivadeneira.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Yes.
Well, here we are. Hagen Advisory is going to be 2 years old next week,
Mm-hmm.
and I am beyond excited. We've got our first, not an employee yet, but we have an intern.
Yes.
And so I just wanted everybody to, I got to show you off somewhere, right? So we're going on the website. We're going to have a Meet Henrik tab. So let's just start by you telling everyone a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a lifelong musician. I've been playing drums my whole life. I like to write songs as well. But, I've always been interested in business as well, and writing songs is very creative, and marketing aligns very well with creativity. And, I've been finding myself thriving, exploring the various aspects of marketing, the creative side, the more analytical side. I think I'm experienced in my clubs at school and now this internship, which is amazing. And it's just, I love what I do.
So you're from the area, right? You grew up
Yes.
here
Yes.
in Elmhurst,
Mm,
right?
mm.
And you are graduating soon, right?
I am. I'm graduating college in December.
Okay. So let's go back a little bit and tell everybody about how we met, because it's not been that long ago. Here we are at the end of April, and so sometime in February I sent out a just cold email to various professors at your college, Elmhurst University, letting them know that I would love to I'd love to interview for an intern and mentor a kid who is interested in helping me with what I need help with, which is basically technology and being someone other than a 90-year-old operating video equipment. And so I send the post out. I get some nice feedback from the professors who said that they're going to send this out to their various student body and tell us about the point. It gets to you. It gets to your inbox. You read this post that I put together. What about it made you proceed further and not send it directly to the trash bin?
For sure. My family is very involved in finance, and I think this company aligns very well with obviously that aspect of my interests. But I think, the opportunity to manage social media, a website, a YouTube channel has interested me a lot, and pursuing this has shown me for sure that this is what I want to do. And, I really enjoy what I do, and it's very important to me that it is that way.
Well, I am lucky to have you, and my clients who've already seen some of the videos and the different stuff that we've put on the internet. So March 6th was our first day, your birthday. So maybe that's a sign if you're into astrology. But I mean that's less than 2 months ago, and we've got the bones of a full-fledged website and a YouTube channel and a LinkedIn profile that is starting to get fully stocked, and I'm sort of getting my feet wet. How do you think this ties in with what you want to do, long term? Because right now I've got about 50 households or so that I work with. Many of them, most of them, have been with me for a long time. But you don't get to see them because they're not. It's not like I'm working at a bank anymore, and people are coming in the door. Are you looking forward to meeting actual clients and being face to face, or are you looking at this as behind the scenes, and that's sort of where you want to be? Tell me about the actual client part of this, because that's definitely it's not just a big part of the business. I mean, it is the business, right? So how are you feeling about moving to the point where you're actually sitting in a room with clients?
I look forward to working client-facing, creatively, full-time when I graduate in December. That's definitely a goal of mine. I've always wanted to work, and I enjoy school as well. Of course, it's very valuable to have your education. I'm so ready to work, and I think that's an aspect of my life that I look forward to in the future. And a goal of mine is to be able to employ my creativity and, be able to interact with clients. I think is very important to me as well. A very important part of business that I value a lot.
Yeah, so your major's music business.
Yes.
Right, and at some point along the line, there appeared to be a pivot right away from music and into more of the business side of things. Is that going to be a hard thing to do, to leave the music part of this behind?
No, I hope to integrate it into my marketing. I think the creativity go hand in hand, but being able to add music to my work would be excellent, and another goal of mine. Yeah, I think I've found that being able to work in something you love, while also being able to not only integrate music but maintain that aspect of your identity outside of work, has been very not only important to me, but I've found to work very well. And I think there's a cliche, keep music as your hobby. I've found that music is more of my identity, and that I can bring that identity to work and still work in marketing creatively, and accomplish things in that way.
Well, I don't doubt you. I kind of look at you like an alien, because when I was 23, like, I wasn't, I was barely getting to work on time, and I felt like I was barely keeping it together, and I've learned a lot just watching you work, and it's been great to see how much you've been able to help me advance this thing so far, just in the last 2 months. I guess the last thing that I'm wondering is the appeal that you see in this industry, right? Which can take shape in a lot of ways, right? There's obviously the client-facing piece of this. This is an entrepreneurial thing. I am really building a business from the ground up, and here we are, like 2 years in. Do you see yourself in any particular lane in terms of helping me grow this into a into a firm where who knows, there's a chance where we work together for a long time? Like what do you see as your where you fit in? And it's so early on, it'd be impossible for you to know this, but as far as you can see right now, like, is there a particular lane that you see that fits you best?
Yes. I think the next step for this business will be the social media aspect. I know we've been working on that. I'm really interested in marketing that spreads words about your business and your product and what you offer. Going forward with TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, I think is definitely very important nowadays, especially to get your message across to your clients and find new clients. Especially Generation Z, very important to connect with us in that way.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about that. Considering that you are you're right in the middle of that generation, right? And I'll speak for the rest of my generation that we know very little about. How your generation thinks, but we're definitely getting a taste of it just based on we used to look to Google for everything, and that's definitely not the case. With your generation, it's a lot of YouTube and a lot of TikTok. We gotta hit the brakes on TikTok. It's not approved at LPL, so we won't be doing any of those anytime soon. But yeah, I guess I'll close with one last question. The last 7 or 8 weeks, like I've been meaning to ask you this. What have you learned so far that I guess you weren't might come to as a surprise, or what have you picked up so far that I guess you weren't expecting to have worked on or have learned or touched on?
Yeah, I've learned that, albeit a part-time internship, I enjoy working in a fast-paced environment. And I think we started out with goals on a whiteboard of what we were going to accomplish, and very quickly I learned that those goals are a lot closer than they may seem. I think it's been very beneficial and valuable for me to be able to see my goals, accomplish them, and continue on, making progress and making for a better company.
Well, if we're moving at a fast pace, it's because you took this tortoise and you got it moving along the track much faster. So it's been it's been great for me, and it sounds like it's been a good experience for you so far, and that makes me happy. And like, you know, no limits, right? We're just gonna get it as much out there as we can in the amount of time that we've got working together, and see what happens. So I see no reason to change what we've done so far. So yeah, man, thank you for being here in general, and putting in all the time and the hard work and the very limited amount of time we've spent together. And I'm excited to come back to this in like 6 months, do another one of these, and see what we've accomplished. So
thank you so much. This has been such an excellent opportunity.
Well, you're now a celebrity. We're on the website, and we're going live here shortly as soon as this thing gets grooved. So
awesome.
That's all for now.
All right. Thank you so much.
You got it.